the Nigerian Teen Choice Awards, heard about it, I'm sure you have. Huge deal across Nigeria, launched in 2012. It has been a platform for the longest time for honoring personalities who influence the teen and youth world in Nigeria. And I would say the most vibrant set of people that we do have. These are the decision makers, whether we believe it or not. These are the people whose voices really stand out. They say yes and they say no. If we can agree, we can definitely make a lot of difference. It was first introduced by the founder, Nelson S.A. Williams, for teen excellence and awarding personalities who have influenced the world of teenagers and youth in general within Nigeria and beyond. Now, there was a 5-year hiatus, and now it is set to return bigger and better. Joining me now on the show, Nelson, it's great to have you on Arise 360. Congratulations on returning. So talk to me about this 5-year hiatus. What happened?
You just forgot to mention Nelson Esquire.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's
I just need to say, before you know, today, while Teen Choice Awards was happening, while the NTCA was happening, you were just Nelson.
I was just Nelson, yeah.
But now you are Nelson Williams Esquire.
Esquire.
The law.
I'm a lawyer.
Congratulations.
Thank
Me
you so
called
much.
about that's a
Thank
pretty
you.
big deal.
Thank
That's a
you.
pretty big deal. So that would explain parts of the hiatus, I imagine.
Yes.
Talk to me about that.
So I'm so proud to say that this brand came up in 2012 to recognize a lot of outstanding young personalities in Nigeria. Now, the issues we had in Nigeria and all of Africa is a lot of young people are doing amazingly well, but they don't get that platform. They don't get that opportunity to showcase themselves to the world or, you know, to be celebrated. So we came up with that idea, and I said, you know what, let's do something unique. We have the likes of, we have the Headies, we have the MTV Awards, we have so many things, but these young people are working so hard. Yes, between the age of 14 to 35.
Yeah.
And, you know, the worst thing you can ever do is when you don't reward excellence, you know, it's easy for them to give up and say, do you know what's the point of me doing this when no one is really, you know. So we started this, and it was amazing because I didn't just look at targeting the big stars. At that time, the likes of people that got recognized at the Teen Choice over the years, we had the likes of Techno then. In 2013, I saw a video of Techno. I was like, yo, this was Techno in 2013. Nobody saw Techno then. We've had the likes of Burna Boy, we've had Davido, you know, and these people not just, you know, stay on the, not just come and promote the brand, but they've actually performed and got their recognition. And we've also had the likes of, you know, there's this influencer girl, Dinah Eneje.
Yes,
yeah.
I even saw the clip with Emanuela.
Yeah.
You know, she
was so young then, yeah.
You know, that was when she was in the Hallmark Angel comedy.
Exactly.
I saw that.
So it was amazing because and our turnout has been great, you know. And the good thing about the Teen Choice over the years is we've impacted over 400, we've given over 400 award recognition over the past 8 years. And I just feel that it's not just about, you know, I keep saying to people, it's not just about doing something, it's when you see something, you celebrate them. So Teen Choice has been great, and I thank God Almighty. I also thank, you know, my family also, and my mother at the same time, obviously, for always encouraging me at the same time when I was, you know, very young, when I started the Teen Choice then, you know. And guess what, by the grace of God, because of how big the brand has been, when people are like, oh, is this the founder of Teen Choice? Like, are you for real? Like, this, you own this, you know? And it touched me so much because I went on a vacation, in the UK at some point, and I went to the Nigeria Commission, and I just saw this young girl, and this girl was jumping all over, and people were like, and the High Commission was like, who are you in Nigeria? Like, why is this girl excited, Nelson? And she said, you won't understand. This person here made me know my worth. You know, this person gave me the recognition I deserve. This person, you know, brought me out of my comfort zone. So when you see these young people today, like, you see they're very big now. A lot of them are top influencers today. Or, you know, what they say, the thing you say is, you know, you can't despair the humble beginning.
Yeah.
Like the likes of Toby Bakary. Toby Bakary got his first recognition at Teen Choice in 2018. And he also, like, you know, hosted
an edition.
Yes.
Now, you see, I feel like 8 years ago and now are two very different times. Teenagers then and teenagers now, I would say, have the same experiences, but the difference now is there's a voice. But the thing is, with a voice comes awareness. Awareness on things like mental health, for instance. That's a huge conversation now.
Yes.
The rate of suicide as well, drug abuse, and, you know, what's the word? Rejection. I'm just gonna sum the whole depression and everything into the word rejection.
Yes.
And that's something that I would say a lot of young people still, I wouldn't even limit it to just teenagers, even people in their 30s.
Yes.
Still have to deal with. And we do have a lot of award shows, but we've taken the focus to mean there's this crave for relevance. You know, like if I'm not doing something big, no one is going to see me.
See me, yeah.
So is this the same perception that NTCA rebranding, because I know you said you're expanding to Africa now, is going to bring in? Or speaking on everything you've said, how is this going to tackle the real issues that young people are dealing with outside that crave for, oh, you did well, take an award?
Yeah.
But the realities of them, like when you take the award and go home, can you sleep?
Okay, thank you. So this is the thing. We're trying to be different. We're there to be different, and that's the reason why this award platform is not just an award, it's a movement. Now, this is the key issue we're having. Everyone just believes that, oh, why am I working so hard when I know, oh, I'm not going to reach to my peak. So now the good thing about the Teen Choice platform, and now we're now rebranded, is our core motto is we believe in empowerment, inspiration, impact, and unity. Now, it's not just about, recognizing these people, it's giving them the tools. Now, a lot of them lack the tools. And what do we mean by the tools? It's like the resources, the maybe seed cap. You can be so surprised that this person is good in fashion, this person is good in music, but because they don't have the little seed capital to start it, it becomes they just want to give up, and it takes someone that believes in them to actually make them rise up. So yes, the award is very important, but one thing I always say today is it's not just about noise, it's about finding value. Now, award is very important when you get an award. Yeah, but it's the substance that is attached to it, and that's why the name, the Teen Choice, is very, very, because a lot of people today, they being awarded by your peers, or when, for example, like you, Kachi, now, imagine you have a 19-year-old or a 22 years old saying that Kachi has been doing so well, and I'm not going to lie, she's my role model. I want to give her, it's not just the award that matters, it's just the thought that these people found me worthy. And that would actually like boost you up. And that's why, even coming back, we're planning to bounce back and bring back the Teen Choice back, because it's been long awaited. Because a lot of people have worked so hard in the past years and their dream just died. And I thought about it, I said, what, we need to bring this thing back, because this thing actually gave people, this thing actually made people know their worth. So it's about the substance of the award, and that's my key thing. Yes, it's just an award, but what is tied with that name? And that's literally our selling point. And that's why this year, coming back, we're planning to do so many other things. Not just, it's also to also inspire people, create a summit package, where, these young people can be influenced and, learn from major key speakers and whatnot. So yeah. Okay,
that's amazing. So now it's going beyond Nigeria,
yeah,
and it's going into Africa.
Okay.
So what's that going to be called?
Do you know the funny thing? I'm proud to say this, that Arise actually has the exclusive on this thing, because no one knows it. So today, since you've announced it,
since I've announced
I'll officially say that Teen Choice is coming back. Yeah, and it's now the Teen Choice Africa.
It's the Teen Choice
now
Africa.
We're not a Pan-Africa now. So we've done 8 years recognition. Now we believe that, there's so much about African. Like, a lot of Africans need to voice out their, tell us their story. We don't want people telling our story for us. Let's be able to tell our own story. And that's why if you look at the African Fact Zone, it stated that Nigeria was the first African country to ever have a Teen Choice Awards, because we know the Teen Choice in the US and whatnot.
Yes.
So us founding this was very, very amazing. And I believe, I love young people a lot. I love to see when young people are doing amazing things, and that gives me a goosebumps. I'm like, yo, why is your talent wasting? Why is your skill wasting? It's not just about entertainment. I told people this thing. It's not, oh, you must be a singer.
Or a dancer.
Or a dancer. No, it could be from innovation. It could be from, fashion.
Public speaking.
Public speaking, yeah.
That's a whole other ball game,
And in Nigeria, what I feel in the most things generally is most awards are centered on entertainment, and that's a problem. That's a big problem, and that's where we came to fill in that gap. There's no age constraint in this thing. The age is from 14 to 35. Even if 40 years can be recognized, But we're looking at fashion, we're looking at innovations, TV, radio, public speaking, business,
politics.
Thank you.
People who have, because I believe that there's a lot of young people who are equally problem solvers.
Yes.
But they just don't know it. I have a friend of mine. He is a solution provider. I look at him and he looks at a problem, and we are all seeing the problem, and he looks at it and he goes, A, B, C, D. he solves it. And I'm like, what kind of...
That's amazing.
That's a gift. That is his gift.
Yeah.
You know, so now imagine that person did not get the right type of upbringing, or wasn't influenced in the right way by the people around him, and they told him, listen, you're meant to be a rapper.
Exactly.
What do you mean? You should go rapping because that's where money is. And that's what we're doing with our young people. And the biggest inspirations are the entertainers.
Entertainers, yes. And that's the problem. I think people are doing things because it's not just because they want to do it, they're seeing other people do it.
Yeah.
And I always tell people this thing. I said, now Teen Choice has been quiet for the past 5 years. But guess what? The market is still there. Since Teen Choice has been quiet, there's nothing for young people. So it just shows that is your niche. So I tell people that if you want to be successful in life, you want to excel, find something unique. You don't need to go into, if you're an entertainer, good, but find something unique about that entertaining thing you're doing. You don't need to do what other people are doing. If you're a public speaker, find something unique. And at the same time, this is what I believe in. Whenever you start something, make sure it blesses other people. I'm keen on that. You should be able to start something. People are like, wow, you are my inspiration. I don't want to start something and no one is looking up to me. It's like you need to build 10 of Nelson. That's what I believe in.
Yeah, that's exactly what the Teen Choice is doing.
Exactly, So it's like, for example, look at Emanuela today. Look at how young she was when she started, and even a lot of this, even the Oluwa dollars,
I know.
They started where, if we did not look at them at that time, they won't boast. Now, let me tell you a shocking thing. Look at Korede Bello when he first came to Teen Choice. He got his first recognition from Teen Choice. Burna Boy came then to Teen Choice, and it's not to tell you how they respect the brand. Anyone can just say, oh, do you know what? I don't want to come. But because they see the value in the brand, and that's why they want to partake in it. So we are there to fill in the gap, fill in the missing gap that everyone is actually missing, and we're trying to get it right in Africa, because I feel it's not about you being big first before you can be celebrated. That's what I believe in. Nelson of 5 years ago or 10 years ago is different from the Nelson now. Everything is revamped. And the only way you can revamp people is continually inspiring others when you see them. So
Absolutely.
I'm happy that, the brand is actually coming back.
Congratulations. I think that's a pretty big deal. I mean, it's still all, pretty early, so we're just going to look out and wait for everything that Teen Choice Africa.
Yeah, Teen Choice, I thought you were about to say Teen Choice Nigeria.
No, Teen Choice Africa is going to bring. Nelson, thank you so much for joining me on the show today. And once again, congratulations on, being Nelson Williams Esquire. That's a pretty big deal.